Today at night, Netflix all of a sudden dropped 2024 animations preview. They presented like brief pieces of animations that will be continued upcoming for 2024 season. And the last bit that they showed, it actually presented new Arcane footage, 10 seconds of an amazing footage. Let's have a look at it right now.
We've got a few surprises of our own.
It's insane. They actually confirmed something so big. If you don't want to know anything about the League of Legends lore, then I'll mark a small spoiler bit starting right now. In the League of Legends lore, Caitlyn is not only a enforcer, but she's also a sheriff of the enforcers. It makes so much sense. Her and Vi's story is a little bit different, but they do cooperate as enforcers and they are working together against Jinx. Caitlyn also has this special rifle that her parents made for her. Caitlyn's story is different, like I mentioned before. She's after this person called C, who went after her family. Her father and her mother crafted this special rifle for her. Now going back to Arcane and how this works for us. Arcane is now canon, so we don't know which parts of the League of Legends lore they will actually incorporate and which they will leave out. But based on these 10 seconds, it's safe to say that they will still focus on Vi becoming the enforcer bit. That's just crazy because we obviously know tragic story behind Vi and Jinx's childhood. Powders. We know that during the rebellion that Vander and Silco started, Vi's parents died and they were killed by the enforcers. So she hated enforcers. The entire season 1 story was focused on her going up from hating the enforcers, not trusting them, towards meeting Caitlyn, towards understanding a bit more how this works, how it's not all evil in the top. In the reverse, we also saw Caitlyn going down and finding more about Zorn, understanding that they have been widely neglected by Piltover and especially the council. So Vi by the end of season 1 already crosses the bridge, literally, and because of what Jinx does by the end of season 1, we know that that was probably a point of no return. Abducting Caitlyn, shooting the Shark rocket towards the council. We don't know what's going to happen next in that area. We don't know who's going to die. It's safe to assume that Jace, Victor, Mel, they will survive. Maybe Mel has this sort of a special armor that we saw in the very last clip of season 1. It is possible that she's gonna protect everyone, but maybe Cassandra Kierman will die, Caitlyn's mother. We did saw accidentally that short brief and the making of Arcane documentary, and you could see Caitlyn's father with a bouquet of white flowers. It sort of looked like he was grieving. Of course, maybe that's what they want us to think, but maybe he was actually grieving. And if Cassandra Kierman died, then this is obviously a major thing for Vi and for Caitlyn, because we know that they'll get together in season 2. We know that. That's why all of these small bits, they do make sense. It does make sense that Vi will join the enforcers, but obviously not straight away. It has to be a process, and since they've showed us that she did, it could be a clip from the very end of season 1. Maybe at this point we'll have a whole story of how Vi does it. Maybe Jinx will do more stuff that's sort of unforgivable. However, what we can notice on that short bit is that Vi doesn't really seem happy. I don't think she's unhappy because she's with Caitlyn. I don't think she's unhappy because she's an enforcer per se, but I think it's a very complicated feeling coming from the fact that it feels like she's betraying her parents, it feels like she's betraying her sister, it feels like she's betraying herself because she's wearing the enforcer armor, the one thing that she swore to fight innerly, the one thing that she hated. But like I mentioned before, it's been a long road for her and a lot might have happened in between. A lot of stuff also happens in season 2 for sure, which will make sense for Vi to eventually both make that decision to actually join Caitlyn. She'll be obviously asked to do so, and feel a little sad, a little like she's betraying herself. It's complicated. It's not gonna be black and white. Nothing is in Arcane. It's gonna be for sure several emotions, but I think she's stepping with confidence, and despite the fact that her expression says a lot, I think she's there because there's a reason for her to be there. Another exciting thing is that they both wear new type of a outfit, enforcer outfit. It looks different. Arcane changed outfits from the League of Legends and adapted them to Arcane. Obviously, League of Legends sometimes has outfits that can seem like sexualizing. For example, Caitlyn, she looks more wholesome in Arcane in a way. They adjusted and forced us outfits too. For now, it doesn't seem like she's the sheriff, but she could be. Maybe this is sort of a fighting type of outfit. But they both look amazing for sure. Caitlyn's wearing berets like they do wear these. And she also has that special rifle that, like I said before, in League of Legends, her parents crafted it for her. Maybe she will receive it from her father or their parents if Cassandra is still alive and she has that on her. It's a very special rifle with special abilities. Now, having said that, I already posted a shorts about this particular thing, but while I'm recording a video, let's discuss that because it's also a bit of Arcane news that we received this week. Next week, Arcane Riot and Voltige, they're heading to Paris. There will be an animation festival. We can assume that there will be some Arcane footage, maybe a new teaser, maybe a new trailer, maybe even some sort of announcement when it comes to a new show, because we know that they're planning new shows within the Legends of Runeterra lore, which is major. There's a lot to cover, so many interesting regions. I've been doing a deep dive into these, so between then, when I watched Arcane Season 1 and now, I just know so much more, and it's been such a crazy ride. Now we got a new poster. That poster says more than 1,000 words. If you have a look at the Arcane Season 1 poster, it showed Vi holding Powder, protecting her. That small bit of light was focused on Powder's blue eye, and Vi's embrace could for sure tell us that she actually cares for her sister, that she's there for her, that she's her guardian, her protector. Now, Arcane Season 2 poster went in a totally different direction. They used the same pose, the same type of a poster. That's an obvious reference. However, it's much more complicated now. First of all, Jinx's eye color changed. It's now purple. We know that she went through this point of no return. When Silco died, because of her actions, she feels guilty. She feels betrayed by Vi. And on that poster, you can see that she's holding Vi, an adult Vi. But it's not a protective type of an embrace. Vi seems scared, terrified, shocked. The main focus, the light, is precisely on Vi. It sort of feels like she's not holding her, she's claiming her. That poster screams like, she's mine. So we know that in Season 2, Vi's actions will still be caused because of what Jinx does or did. Their relationship will be for sure very complicated. Vi will have a long road to go through in Season 2. We already had a small teaser which hinted that Caitlyn will be going after Jinx, and based on the poster, based on that small trailer that we got, that small bit, Vi will be going after Jinx too. But that causes so many new layers for us, and especially for her. So many new complications. On one hand, the poster suggests that Jinx will be still holding on to Vi, but maybe this time she'll be also driven by revenge. The poster almost looks as if she's trying to break her neck by holding her. But it also suggests that Vi will be haunted by guilt because she promised to protect her. She promised Vander to protect her. But she won't be able to hold on to her promise because Jinx went too far. And let's not forget the other teaser that we got that suggested that Warwick will show up in Season 1. Again, I'll mark a spoiler. We know that there's been so many hints aiming at the fact that Vander might become Warwick, a League of Legends champion, this sort of a werewolf that's been haunting the streets of Zone. Now, where will that put Jinx and Vi? That's another major storyline that might show up in Season 2. Anyway, it's been insane because we still have some months to go, but they've been posting hints here and there. It's also been suggested actually that we might get some sort of a Sevika backstory. Her voice actress posted this shot of herself, and then accidentally in the back you could see what seems like young Sevika. Now, Sevika is perhaps the only Arcane character that's a bit one-dimensional so far. One that's kind of unlikable. We don't know why she's so attached to Silco. You don't know where she's gonna end up in Season 2 without Silco. But we do know that we aren't sure about her backstory, and it seems like, judging by her young look, we will certainly learn about her reasons as well. Another thing that's been speculated is that these two enforcers that you can see during that short scene that Netflix revealed, that we know them. Now, first of all, I don't think we actually know them from League of Legends. The guy is definitely not Graves, as been suggested somewhere. He's probably a random enforcer. Now, there's been another theory going on that the red-headed girl is actually Ren, so Marcus's daughter. Now, don't get me wrong, I think we might see Ren at some point. Ren has a story to tell. There are some theories when it comes to her as well that I have discussed some time ago. However, for her to be Ren, just because she has the same hair color, we would have to make a major time jump. Ren was pretty young when we saw her in season 1. We would have to make at least, I don't know, 6-7 years time jump for her to join enforcers. It would make sense for her, obviously, since her father was an enforcer and she has a plotline of her own going on somewhere out there. But I don't think that's gonna happen in season 2 unless that shot is actually shown by the end of season 2, where we actually make some sort of a time jump for it to make sense. Now, what are your thoughts on all of that? Because it's just 3 major things that are hinting at where we're going in season 2. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to stay on the channel and turn on the notifications, as I'll be covering Arcane as we go. Every tiny detail will be covered on this channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay safe. Bye.